So I got requested to do my like everyday makeup routine. They wanted everyday hair and makeup, but honestly, like I don't do anything special to my hair on an everyday basis. So I already did my hair. All I did was like straighten it, tease it in the crown a little bit, and then bobby pin it back. But I thought I would do my my everyday makeup routine just because I like watching those videos. And so yeah, I guess I will just get started. I think I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit foundation today, but first I'm going to put on my concealer because I have, as you can see, a decent amount of blemishes. Again, I don't know why, but I've been under a lot of stress, so I think it's causing me to break out a good bit. So this is made for dark under eye circles, but honestly I think it's one of the best concealers I've ever used. So I kind of use it in my T-zone and anywhere I have a blemish because it just kind of blends really well. And this is in the color Fair. And then I just use my e.l.f. powder brush and kind of stipple it. Normally this, like early in the fall, I don't wear liquid foundation, but because I've been having so many like breakout problems, I go ahead and use it just because I'm trying to use this particular foundation up because I really want to get the Revlon Color Stay, but I can't bring myself to get it until my other one is gone. Like, I don't like having a bunch of half-empty bottles in my makeup collection just because I just find that to be pointless. I just see money sitting there when I could have spent it on something else. And I totally would have spent it on something else. And I'd say this foundation, I'd say it has medium coverage. It's definitely, it's a little more sheer than it comes out in the bottle when it goes on my skin. So, I've heard such good things about the Revlon Color Stay, so I think I'm going to try that. I'm just really kind of hesitant because every time I go out to get a new foundation at the drugstore, I get worried because I can't swatch it. So I'm kind of worried as to if I'm like the lightest shade or not, because this, for the Maybelline Fit, I don't think it's the lightest. I think it's like the second or third lightest, and it has the same undertone as I do because I have pink undertones. So I'm just kind of worried that the Color Stay, because I didn't see they had that many like selections to choose from, so we'll see. But that's really the one I want to get because I just have heard really good things. But yeah, let's see, what am I doing today? I'm going on a trip in like less than 3 weeks now, so I need to go and get like a bunch of travel sized things, because I'm going to be gone for like 11 days. I'm going to Hawaii for 11 days, and I've flown and traveled a lot, but I haven't traveled that long of a plane trip in a really long time, since I was like before I can remember. So I'm going to have to go and get a lot of like travel stuff and kind of look on some websites on how to pack a little better. But now I'm just using my e.l.f. Complexion Perfection, which I completely hit pan on, but I have one ready for me when this one's gone, and I'm just matting out my face as best I can because I don't really like waiting for this stuff to dry. It mats out better if I put this powder on when it's still kind of wet. Now, I am just going to use this generic, like, never used on my lips chapstick. My brows. I think I saw this tip from Alyssa like a long time ago, and it's such a good one because I don't like I think I have pretty good eyebrows already to where I don't have to like fill them in or make them darker or anything, so I don't like spending a lot of money on brow products. I just think it's kind of stupid. So when she had mentioned something about the chapstick trick, oh, I dropped it. This chapstick trick, I was really impressed because it works. Guess I'm gonna do my contouring with the e.l.f. bronzer. Normally it's a little dark for me. I'm using the Sigma F40. It's normally a little dark for me, but since I kind of got a tan this summer, it's better. But I still am really wanting to get the NYC bronzer in Sunny. Oh my gosh. I want it so bad. I just had coffee, so I don't feel very good. I don't ever like eating anything when I have coffee, and then it kind of like bites me in the butt. And I'm left-handed, so it's like so awkward for me to do stuff with my right hand, but I like to contour. It's just weird to like reach across my face to try to do it. So usually my right side ends up looking a little different, but I can blend it out. This thing has been compared to the NARS Laguna and Orgasm Duo, and from what I've heard, the bronzer is a little darker and the blush is like more shimmery than sparkly. So I'd like to get it, but I'm not going to go and spend like $45 on it, so we'll see. If anybody has one they want to give me, I'll take it, but I'm not going to go buy it myself just because bronzer is not something that I really want to use in excess, just because obviously my face is not like, my face, you can tell when I've got bronzer on if I don't blend it out and make it look natural. Speaking of which, now I'm just going to take the Rimmel Sun Shimmer bronzer in Sun Love 002 and just fluff it onto my neck with the Sigma powder brush. So they're not two different colors. Okay. I usually end up doing blush last now, so I'm going to move on to eyes. Okay, so I'm going to be using this Maybelline Color Tattoo in Barely Beige, and just going to sweep that across my lid. These have been compared to the MAC paint pots, and I actually, I was watching, who was I watching yesterday? Amarique's, and she had said that these were actually better than the MAC paint pots for creasing, and that makes me really excited because I don't want to go out and spend money on more MAC paint pots, because if I can get this for $7, that's a lot better deal to me. And this basically, I mean, you can wear it as a shadow, obviously. I think that's what they make it for, but I'm going to end up kind of using it as a base for everything else. But it just kind of, it gives me a little bit of shimmer where some of the MAC paint pots don't. then I'm going to take my trusty Naked One and the Sigma E55 and which one do I want? I think I'm going to use Sidecar, which is that shimmery brown right there over my lid. Just for a little more shimmer. This, I've gotten a lot of Urban Decay shadows in the past couple of weeks, actually probably in the past month, and some of them are so full of glitter and it has so much fallout and I hate it. But Sidecar and the Naked palette, I don't mind the glitter amount in here, just because it's a lot easier to kind of work with than like Midnight Cowboy and Midnight Cowboy Reds. Again, they're gorgeous colors, but the glitter is so chunky in there that I don't like. It's not worth working with because it makes me feel like I'm in middle school trying to pull off like the glitter eye look. Okay. Now, okay, and I'm going to blend it out. It looks crazy, but I'm going to blend it out once I'm done. And then I'm going to take the two-sided Urban Decay brush that came with Naked 2, and I'm going to actually get out Naked 2 because I want crease color from there. And I'm going to use Tease, the purple one, for my crease. I've been doing a lot more like fall-based smoky eyes or natural eyes, just because, I don't know, like I can pull off color if I like work with it. Like I can pull off greens and a little bit of like the shimmery like aqua color that came in the feminine Urban Decay palette. I can pull that off, but I mean, I'm not doing anything particularly special today that I have to go, that I really want to like waste that on. So I'd rather just use like a no-fail color. I know I need to go to Bath and Body Works because they're having their 3 for $10 travel size sale, and I really want to get some of those, so when I do travel in a couple weeks, I don't have to take any full-size perfume or spray with me, just because I know I'm going to be taking a lot of clothes, and I'd rather like allot the weight to my makeup and my clothes. How sad is that? I'd rather allot it to my makeup and clothes. And I've never, like, I haven't traveled for more than like 5 days since I've grown my makeup collection, so I'm really interested to see how much I end up dragging with me. But it's Hawaii. I mean, you never know who I'm gonna meet. So I want to look nice. Okay. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my favorite Sigma brush, the E40 blending brush, and I'm going to pull my lid up, and I'm just going to blend the crease color and the lid color together. Now, the only thing about Sigma brushes that I think I need to complain about with them, because I love them, but like this brush and the stippling brush and the big fluffy powder brush, those suckers will shed, like if you're not careful. Like I have in one of my cream blushes, I have a hair from my stippling brush that I cannot get out, and I'm so mad. But this is what this looks like right now without me like finishing. This is like half done. But let me see. I'm going to leave that out, and then I'm going to use the pencil brush, the E30, and take Virgin and put it in my inner corner. Bring it down like halfway on my lower lash line. Okay. I feel like I need to talk more, but I don't really know like what I want to talk about. Oh, I do know something. I've been reading this really good book, this book series called The Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness, and I was up until 3 a.m. last night reading the sequel, because the sequel came out like a month ago, like 2 months ago now, and I have not been able to put it down, and I'm like, because I have it on my Kindle, so I'm not sure like exactly how many pages it is, but it's long. I think it's like 600 something pages, and I'm like 91% done with it, and oh my gosh, it's so good. Like, I'm on the sequel, and the sequel's called The Shadow of Night, and the first one's called Discovery of Witches, and like, it's the perfect book to read around Halloween. I love it. So I'm going to be really sad having to wait for the third one to come out in the series. It's just a trilogy, so the third one's the last one. And I'm sure she won't have it done for like a year, because it took her like a year to write the second one. But I don't want to wait too long. So I don't know what I'm going to read next. Then for highlight, I really have been liking using Foxy, just this matte champagne, like, I don't know. I don't really know what that would be comparable to, but I really, really, really like it. So I'm going to take the angled shading E70, and I'm going to just sweep that under my brow. See, like, I only have a little bit of shimmer. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it, but like a little bit of shimmer right here in my corner that I wasn't able to like blend in to where it looked natural on the eye. But like with Midnight Cowboy and a lot of other Urban Decay colors, I can't do that. Like, I have to wipe it completely off. I hate that. So if anybody has a solution for what I can do about that, or how to get it off so I can use those colors, let me know, because I feel bad that I have like these 3 or 4 shadows in these palettes that I just can't use, because I'm not patient enough to deal with glitter. Okay. Now, I normally have been lining with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil and Cottage Cheese, but I don't feel like sharpening it today. So I'm going to use my Maybelline Unstoppable eyeliner in Pewter, which looks like that, in my waterline. I haven't been lining my my upper lash line very often, just because, I don't know, I don't feel like it's fall enough for that yet. And I've been doing it a lot. I've probably done that since I started wearing makeup, and it just kind of, I think it makes me look more awake not to have it on. Sometimes if I'm just gonna do my waterline in my my bottom lash line. I think I might do my tight line too. It just kind of depends on how I feel. Like, I'm the kind of person that has to have some form of eyeliner on, or else I look ridiculous. I just think my eyes look really squinty when I don't have it on. And like, if you notice me jerking, like, I don't think I've ever explained this in a video, but if you notice me jerking and like jerking out of it, I have a neurological, like, I don't know what to call it, like a twitch or a jerk or something, to where it was really hard for me to kind of learn how to put a lot of makeup on myself just because of that. And that's one reason why I don't think that I'm going to be able to do like the makeup artist thing, because like, I don't want to jerk and like stab somebody in the face. So I don't know. So now I'm just going to do my tie line just a little bit. Whew. Oh, I hate how that feels, but I love how it looks. Ugh. And it's a pain in the butt to get off too. Does anybody else have trouble getting the liner and their tie line off? Mostly because I'm using an eye makeup remover right now that I absolutely hate, but I'm using it up because I don't want to buy, like, I don't want to have a bunch of, like I said, I don't want to have a bunch of half-empty crap laying around. So I'm using the Neutrogena one, and I hate it because it doesn't get everything off. So I end up having to use it like twice on my eyes and then use a cleansing cloth. Oh, it's a pain. So I'm going to use my Maybelline Mega Plush that everyone and their brother is using after I curl my lashes. And I'm left-handed, and it's a pain in the butt for me to use this thing. Like, it's not made for left-handed people. This is the e.l.f. one. But, like, it feels so awkward on my left hand, but I cannot do it with my right one. So, I'm just going to do 2 coats of this. I find it hard to talk when I'm doing mascara, just because I have enough problems jerking as it is. And if people say that lining your bottom lashes isn't necessary, they're so wrong. Because, like, I used to not do it, and now that I do it, like, if I don't, I can tell. And if I can do it with a neurological jerk, anybody can. Okay. Now I need blush. And I think I'm going to use, since I did a, cooler eye, I think I'm going to use the Hard Candy Fox in a Box with my stippling F50 and just stipple it on. And then I need my big powder brush again and my Complexion Perfection. I put a lot of layers of this on, and I like this better than the Bare Essentials Mineral Veil, which is what I used before I started using this, which is like 10 times more expensive. It's so stupid. But I just think this blends me out better. Me personally, I don't know if anybody else has that experience with it. Okay. And I'm going to leave that out. Last thing is my highlighter, and I've been using the e.l.f. concealer highlighter thing, and I just really like it. I just kind of put a V there and bring it up. I think I saw this, the V thing on Ingrid or Miss Glamorazzi's channel, and I mean, it's really smart because it's a better shape than just doing it up your cheekbone. So, good thinking. And then I just am taking one final layer of this. blends everything out. And then for lips, I am going to use, not that one, I'm going to use MAC Cream Cup. After I have extremely dry lips, man, and I need this. Sorry, I have to move the camera. I'm just using my EOS lip balm first. And I don't know, I think this is the Summer Fruit one. I don't know. I have all of them. I get them confused. The only one I know for sure is the mint one. And then I'm just going to put on this. And that's pretty much what I do to get ready. I just normally don't talk to myself. So, yeah, leave a comment below if you want me to do more videos like this, or give me just a comment on what kind of videos you want me to do, because I'm running out of ideas and I'm tired of my channel just having favorites videos on it. So just let me know. Talk to you later. Bye.